Ray, and today I have a little bit of a hodgepodge shopping haul. So I went shopping for, well, not really to like get a deal on Labor Day sales, but I had to stop at a store which turned into shopping at multiple stores. And so let's go ahead and jump right into this haul. So the first thing that I bought, I actually stopped at Kohl's. And the reason why I go to Kohl's is because there's a Sephora at my Kohl's and I pick up my beauty products from there. But while I was looking around, before I actually went to Sephora, I went to go check out the sales racks. I didn't really find anything that caught my attention. However, they did have Levi's jeans on sale. So I didn't get a pair of jeans, but I got these shorts. So these are the 1994, actually the fly is down. These are the 1994 baggy shorts, and I will try them on for you so that you guys can see, but super casual. I forgot what I paid for these. I think I would end up paying like $40 maybe for them, which is not a huge savings, but for a very simple classic short, I think that this was a good find. All right, into Sephora. Now I only got a couple things from Sephora, but really I was only trying to get one thing. And so that one thing is these eyeliners. So this is in the matte brown number 10, and mine recently ran out, so I had to go pick this up. Now none of these products were on sale, but this is just the Sephora brand, so I think they're reasonably priced. And then I also picked this one up in matte olive, which is number 13. I haven't tried the matte olive before, but I figured if I like the brown, I'll probably like the olive. And then I picked up a couple, actually I have the receipt in here so I can tell you how much they were. So well, I don't know which is which, but I'm guessing the eyeliners were $14. And then I picked up these little lippies. So these are, the first one is number 3 in Desert Glow. And the next one is number 4 in Pink Mirage. So actually, let's go ahead and let's try this Desert Glow one on, because it looks really dark on the color swatch, but in store it didn't wear that dark. So let's try it. Yeah, it's not that dark of a color, but here we go. You guys can see it a little bit better. So it's like a little bit darker, a neutral color, and yeah, I liked it. And so again, those were like $16. And then because it's my birthday month, if you haven't seen any of my recent videos, I got a little free gift. So this is what I picked up. It's a makeup by Mario, and it's a little lipstick and lip liner combo. And so yeah, that's my little beauty purchases from Sephora. And then right across the street from Kohl's is a 511 store. Now I love 511 as a clothing brand. The quality is really good, and they have a lifetime warranty. So if you end up having a pop stitch or something breaks, a zipper breaks, you can just take it in and they'll either give you another one in the exact same style, or I think they'll give you some credit to buy something else. So lifetime warranty on all of their products, which I think is fantastic. And they were having a 25% store-wide Labor Day sale. So I thought it'd be good to go check it out. So I got a couple basics for myself. These were in my opinion, hella cheap. So this is just a plain white V-neck t-shirt, and these are great because this one is lightweight, and this was $14.49. They got in a size medium. I'm typically a size small in 5'11", but all the smalls were gone. Yeah, all of the smalls were gone. So again, just a very simple V-neck white t-shirt. Can't go wrong with that, I feel like. I also got a very simple, see, this one is a size small. And this is like a thicker material. So I mean, these are like great because they're like antibacterial, moisture wicking stuff. So this is called the Elevate V-neck, and this was $19.49. So again, very simple basics, but good deals. So the great things I bought actually were the things that were not on clearance or sale. So I got this from my husband. This was 25% off, and this is the forged hoodie in tiger camo. So this is moisture wicking and anti-odor, which is exactly what he needs. This is very cool. This is very much his style. He likes to fish, so he likes these kinds of pullover shirts with the hoods that help with the sun exposure as well as being moisture wicking. And then I bought, which I don't have with me yet, I bought the carry-on luggage in the Ranger green. So if you know anything about 511, their luggage never goes on sale. You gotta watch it like a hawk in order to find the deals. So that's what I actually went into the store for, and they didn't have the Ranger green in store, but they were kind enough to order it for me, and it will be shipped to my house. So I'm very excited to have that because our other luggage case is in the Ranger green, and now we have the matching carry-on. Okay, and right next door to 511 is Boot Barn. Now, I love cowboy boots, and I do have a video out on my cowboy boot collection, but I didn't go into specifically buy cowboy boots. However, I bought cowboy boots. And so the ones that I picked up are these. Now, these were on clearance. So they were originally, originally $239.99 on clearance for $143.99, and then I got an extra 25% off of that. So let me put these down. This one's actually from Kohl? I don't know. Handmade boots. Actually, the other one is better because there's less tags on it. So these are in a cowhide, and they have this barbed wire detail. They do have a square toe, but it's on the narrow side, so it doesn't make my foot look fat, which is something that I particularly don't care for in square toe boots. But these wires are actually leather. So they're leather sewn. I don't know if you can tell, but I can stick my finger through that. They're leather sewn into the leather. So here we go. And then they have this cool, I don't know what kind of, it's cool. And then the interior is in this bluish teal color, and the interior is made out of pigskin. Yeah. So and then they have leather soles. Here we go. So leather soles, reinforced rubber heel, calf skin boots with a pigskin interior. And these boots are actually 6.5. So I wear a size 7 boot. However, these were the floor model. So I think they've been tried on enough times where they've stretched out a little bit. And so they didn't have this in a size 7, but I was able to get in my foot comfortably with still having a little bit slippage in the heel area, which is what you want in a cowboy boot. You don't want your heel to be right against the end. So this, even though it's a size 6.5, was a good fit for me, and I ended up picking it up, and I think the overall cost was like $117, which for a full leather boot, leather out, leather exterior, leather interior, leather sole, for $117, you can't beat it. And of course, while I was in Boot Barn, I didn't just stop at the boots. I ended up going and checking out their sale racks. So in clearance, they had a buy one, get one. So everything on the clearance racks was buy one, get one. So I ended up buying 2 pairs of jeans. The first is this cello. I'm not sure, but it's a wide leg jean. Here we go, in this leopard print. So I thought these were really cool, and for buy one get one free, I think the clearance price was $41.99. So they ended up being pretty much half off of that. So for like 20 bucks, some wide leg animal print jeans, like how cool is that? So yeah, they got a little patch there. I don't think that's real leather. And then they have silver hardware. Okay, so I don't own this brand in jeans, but they're super comfortable and they're pretty cool. And then the next one, not really my style either, but I thought I'd try it out. Again, this is on the clearance rack, and this is Idlewind, fueled by Miranda Lambert. So these are, do you guys remember? I don't know, did this like come back in style? But it's the lace up type of front, and then here's the back of it, and then these are a flare. So they're tight through the thigh and knee, and then they flare out at the bottom. Now these are really long for me, so when I try these on and you see the cutaways, yeah, it's really long, but I'm going to cut them. So I'm not going to actually get them tailored. Or hemmed up. I actually want to cut them so they have raw edges, so they fray at the bottoms, which I think kind of goes with this tie up front situation. So yeah, these were on that buy one get one, which I think is, again, for $20-some for a pair of jeans, you can't go wrong with that. So that's everything that I bought at Boot Barn. And let's make one more, and I made one more stop, and that was at Goodwill. So I like to actually check out the thrift stores every once in a while, but on the day that I went shopping, they had a 50% off everything in Goodwill. So the store was very busy, but I managed to snag a couple things and add them to my cart. So again, like I said, everything was 50% off. So one of the things that I picked up was this, what is it? Simply Vera by Vera Wang. It's the Kohl's brand. I remember seeing this shirt in Kohl's and I didn't buy it, but I found it at Goodwill in pretty much perfect condition. I checked, there's no crystals missing. There's no crystals on the back, but there are crystals on the back of the sleeves. And yeah, so I snagged this up. This was $7.99 plus 50% off. So I paid $4 for this t-shirt, which, if you've seen my previous haul, I picked up these Rag & Bone denim shorts at the outlet. So look at this combination. I'm like, what are the odds? But I thought this shirt would go perfect. This is in a size small, and yeah, for $4, I could not be happier. And this shirt is 100% cotton. It's a great feeling shirt. The next thing I picked up from Goodwill is this sweatshirt. It's a Kuromi sweatshirt, and it says cheeky but charming, and Kuromi's not wearing any pants, which is kind of cute. And then it has these little detailings on the back. I don't typically pick up and wear graphic sweatshirts, but this one is a Uniqlo and Sanrio collaboration. So it's, yeah, so we have the tags here. This is in a size small, but yeah, it's a Sanrio and Uniqlo collaboration. And this is 100% cotton. So again, good quality materials, but I mean, it's super cute. And for the price, guys, this is $5.99 plus 50% off. So I paid $3. $3 for this. So even if I don't wear it and I give it away, someone will wear it, and it was worth the $3. On to the second last item. So I did end up picking up a pair of jeans. These ones, so these are like work jeans. This brand tag, I don't know, maybe someone who knows more about Levi's can tell me more about it, but it says tough boot stretch. And this is type 1. Here we go. Size 5. So not your typical sizing. And yeah, so it's just a good quality boot cut. This is a thick, I mean, this is thick, like workwear jeans thick. And it's in really good condition. So I picked this up. Here we go. Here's the back. So you guys can see it's really good condition. And I don't know. This is, but here's the thing that I didn't realize when I was in store. Look at this. Look how these are like super low cut jeans. Look at the crotch to the belt band. Hello, super low cut. So these do fit. I feel like I'm a little bit old for this cut of jean, but I mean, you guys tell me. You guys tell me whether they are a keep or giveaway. But they were oh, here's the tag. $15.99 plus 50% off. So pretty much $8 for a pair of, I mean, these are lightly worn, like brand new jeans in some thick high quality denim. And then the last thing, where did it go? Okay, the last thing that I bought from Goodwill is, of course, a bag. Not that I need to buy any more bags because I bought quite a few. And actually, oh, let me jump into it. This is my bag of the day, which is one of my new bags. So it's my mini bag from Marc Jacobs. I even have my new Coach lemon charm on it. And yeah, this is my current bag of the day. So very excited to get this bag out on its debut. But yeah, this is the bag that I picked up. So this is a Michael Kors bag. And it's in this silver metallic leather. And it's got all these rivets all over it. Look at the hardware on this bag. Even on the bottom. So no feet, but the hardware does wrap around. And if I come up close, you can see it says Michael Kors on all of the, well, on all the hardware. And then inside, it's got a really clean interior. So it's got a zipper back pouch, 2 slip pockets, and then 2 slip pockets on this side. Super clean interior. I don't know if this was supposed to come with a bag strap, but it does have these loops here, which can unsnap, and you can snap this together. So when you snap it together, it changes the shape of the bag to look like this. And I don't think I'll ever carry it this way, but it does do that. However, I'm gonna like stretch this out, and yeah, so it is a bigger bag. It does barely fit on my shoulder, but it does. And again, this was 50% off. So let me find the tag, which I think is in the zipper. Yeah, here it is. So this was $24.49 plus 50% off. So $12.25. $12.25 for an all leather handbag in good condition. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Again, I like Michael Kors. I especially like, I mean, this is like a vintage Michael Kors, and the leather is really soft and squishy and beautiful. So I thought this was an absolute score. Of course, it probably did come with a Michael Kors charm, which is no longer with the bag, as well as if it did come with a strap originally, that's gone too. But I don't really care. I wouldn't really carry this bag as a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag with a strap. This is more of a, you know, grab and go, quick of the arm, throw it over your shoulder type bag. So, but it's definitely got those vintage early 2000s vibes. So I just thought this was such a cool find. And then to get it 50% off. So for $12.25. So I think my overall total at Goodwill was $30 for a pair of jeans, a full leather bag, a sparkle t-shirt, and a sweatshirt. Yes. What a great deal. I did buy one more thing for Labor Day, but I purchased that online, and I will show you in another video. It is not a bag, but it is another pair of boots. So we're getting into boot season. I'm very excited about that because boots are my favorite style of shoe. So I will end up doing a boot collection video for you guys at some point. But yes, I think I'm done shopping for a while. I've bought quite a few things this month, and I need to cool it. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Here we go, making a mess again.